All right, y'all. Looks like we up and running. I had a hard time connecting earlier, but yeah. So hey, it's Tuesday morning. What's the day? December the 3rd. Damn, man, this year done went by fast. Hope you guys had a good, happy Thanksgiving. Um, yeah. So, man, I want to talk to y'all real quick. So, who all heard about Joe Biden giving his son a pardon? It looks like. Um, yeah. So Joe Biden has issued a pardon for his son. Um, Based off of, I think it was like him saying so many times throughout his presidency that he wasn't going to give his son a pardon. Hunter, was it Hunter Biden? Yeah, he's not going to get. But now all of a sudden he decided to give him a pardon, right? After all this time of saying no, he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. What's going on, Almanaz? Good morning. So yeah, so now all of a sudden Biden comes out of the blue, out of nowhere, saying, "Yeah, I'm going to give him a pardon, this, that, and third." But the funny thing is that, oh man, people, well, people don't. I'm s- I'm tripping because I was watching The View, of course, making excuses of Hunter Biden, getting this pardon, right? Giving it, making all these excuses for him, comparing it to, well, since Hunter was on crack, that really, he really should be pardoned because he didn't know what he was doing because he was on crack, right? Man, this shit is crazy. But if for y'all that don't know, I mean, Hunter Biden was out here wilding, right? You know, but his dad is saying that his son was being targeted because he's the president's son, right? Not the fact that Hunter was running around here smoking crack and evading his taxes, lying on a form to get a handgun application, right? Not that he wasn't doing that, but just the fact that he was the president's son, so he was being targeted. Does that make any sense? What you say, Harmonize? You knew he would. Yep, Joe has given the damn the biggest middle finger since he has. He has Harmonized. He's giving them a big middle finger. He's making them look stupid. So all these press conferences, people are saying, "Oh, he's not going to pardon Hunter. He's not going to give Hunter a pardon." Now all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm going to give him a pardon. He's my son, and I felt like he was targeted because he's my son. That's crazy, man. But like I said, Hunter out here doing all this BS. Like I said, smoking. I mean, first of all, being a crackhead, smoking crack, and then the fact that he's out here recording himself smoking it. You know what I'm saying? The infamous laptop scandal. You know what I'm saying? Making all these crackhead moves. I mean, come on now. So you mean to tell me you riding around videoing yourself amongst other things that was in that laptop, right? So, but the most, the most craziest thing. I mean, there was some shit in that laptop, but the most craziest thing, the thing that can really get you in some serious trouble is you smoking crack, right? You out here riding around, taking pictures and recording yourself smoking it, right? Then you fill out an application for a handgun, and it clearly asks you, were you or are you addicted to any type of drugs, and you put no. Now, when that comes to bite you in the ass, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you got all these other things with taxes, tax evasion, tax fraud, which he pled guilty to. Let's not forget that. He pled guilty to all that, right? But I was watching The View, and you have women on The View trying to make excuses, right? Not that nobody mentioned that he pled guilty for all this, but they were just saying, first of all, they was upset that I guess he lied, that Trump, I mean not Trump, they was upset that Biden lied, knowing, if he knew that he was gonna give Hunter a pardon, why lie about it all these years? You know what I'm saying? They was more mad at that than the fact they were more mad at that than anything else. That all these years Biden lied, knowing that he was gonna give him a pardon. They was mad at that. I mean, come on now. But like I said, it's a trip, because we all know that if the shoe was on the other foot, if Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr. was implicated in some shit like that, and Trump gave him a pardon, everybody be see, it's crazy. It's one of those things, man, to where you can't win, basically. If you're Trump, we all know if the shoe was on the other foot, they would act a fool if Trump pardoned. If Donald Trump Jr. was in some shit like that and he pardoned his son, we all know where that would go. It would, they would act a fool about that. So, it's crazy. But my thing is, man, is this dude, like I said, he had so many issues, and the fact that the fact that Joe is giving him a pardon, and he's dating it all the way back to, I think, 2014, which was around the time Hunter was involved in that Ukraine. He was on some board, some energy board with Ukrainians. So, I mean, come on now. So he gonna pardon him all the way back to 2014. So he's basically wiping out all that BS that Hunter was involved in from 2014 up until now. Up here taking money from the, getting like 50 grand a month for working for being on some board, some energy board with the Ukrainians. I mean, come on now. Come on, y'all. We it's and then what? He was giving 10 grand. I mean, 10%. 10% of that. He take like a 10% cut, giving it to his dad, allegedly. We call his dad the big guy. I need 10% to go into the big guy. So allegedly that was supposed to be going to his father, Joe. I mean, but like I said, man, it's crazy how this dude sitting up here, like I said, smoking something, an illegal substance. You have an illegal substance, but now you're getting a pardon from it. Come on. But I mean, who didn't see it coming though, right? Even though Joe lied for 4 years saying that he wouldn't give him a pardon, but I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect, right? That's his son, so I'm not saying that he should have, but I'm just saying, what do you expect? Goddamn Hunter up here smoking. I mean, and then the guy. This one I don't understand. This guy is so hooked on this crack. He straight up addict, right? They didn't notice that. The Ukrainians didn't notice that. So all this shit he was doing, when he was on the energy board in Ukraine, he was still a crackhead, making crackish decisions, making crackhead moves. So this guy sits up here. Something happened to his laptop, right? So he turns the laptop in and just forgets about it. Knowing that you got all this stuff on your laptop, all these pictures, all these videos of you doing God knows what, but you turn the laptop in and then you don't go back and get it. First of all, your dad is the president, right? So knowing that there's plenty of IT guys in the White House that could have fixed your laptop, but you decide to go and drop it off at some repair shop. Come on now, that's a straight crackhead move. Straight crackhead move. I mean, he wasn't thinking. He high. You all day riding around smoking crack. You ain't thinking straight. You are not thinking straight. And that's what happened. Bonehead move, and then forgets about the laptop. right? I mean, he was more worried. He was thinking about that next high. He was more worried about that next high than to go check on his laptop, knowing that he got all this bullshit on it, right? But yet, hey, he deserves a pardon. He deserves to be, forgiven of all that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else, us common folks, you know what I'm saying? Us common folks, riding around here with smoking crack, an illegal substance, something that if any one of us gets stopped on the street and we have that in our possession, we're going to jail, right? But not Hunter. He even though he pled guilty to all the charges, he pled guilty to all that. But hey, don't nobody want to talk about that. I mean, it ain't like he's sitting up here saying that he's still innocent. He pled guilty to it, so it is what it is, right? And then this dude, oh man, it's crazy. This guy, not only did he get involved in all this other BS, you're talking about a guy who slept with his deceased brother's wife, his sister-in-law. I mean, come on now. And then she testifies that he somehow got her addicted to crack, right? So he sleeps with his sister-in-law. He sleeps with his deceased brother wife. That's some foul shit. I'm telling you, that's foul. Now that is foul. Whether you're like I guess when you hooked on that shit, man, it don't matter. It don't matter. You just do whatever, right? So and he's involved. He gets involved with his brother's wife after his brother passes, and and then she says that he gets her hooked on crack as well, and now they just out here riding around cracking it up, smoking crack. Man, come on, that shit is crazy. But again, the women on The View, hey, it's no big deal. He was just being targeted because he's Biden's son. Not the fact that he did all this stuff. Not the fact that he, pled guilty. It's just, he's Biden's son, so they targeted him. Not, but it's okay for the Dems to target Trump. They targeted him left and right. And then the fact that they steady call him a convicted felon, that's what gets me. They steady calling Trump a convicted felon, even though he hadn't been sentenced yet, right? You cannot be a convicted felon. If you look it up, you cannot be a convicted felon unless the judge sentenced you. So he hasn't been sentenced yet. Now he's been charged of, he's been found guilty of these felony charges that he has, right? So the charges that they put on him, he's been found guilty of them, but he hadn't been charged. He hadn't been sentenced. So until he's been sentenced by the judge, meaning the judge reads out the charges, says that you've been found guilty of these, the judge gives you a sentence of whatever, how many years or probation or whatever he wants to give him, and hits that gavel. Until then, he's not a convicted felon. But you still have people saying, oh, he's a convicted felon. All up and down The View. I was watching The View the other day. All up and down. They that's the first thing come out of their mouth. Oh, we got a convicted felon in office, so why not give Hunter Biden a pardon? You know what I'm saying? It's stupid, but he's not. He's not a convicted felon until he's sentenced. So again, it's a lot of, they just be talking. And for Sonny to be a lawyer, you would think she would know that, but she doesn't. Say she's part of the problem too, right? What's going on, Take Heed? How you doing? Good morning. But yeah, so it's like she's part of the problem, and he isn't in office. No, he's not in office. You're right. He's not even in office. But like I said, they just be. I swear to you, every time they get The View, the women on The View, man, they just stick their foot in their mouth. They stick their foot in their mouth every time. It's crazy. And my thing is on Sunny, this woman will sit up here and lie, flat out tell y'all a lie on national TV, and then go back and have to read a legal notice saying she just lied. Make that make sense. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you go on national TV and lie and then come back and have to read a legal notice saying, I just lied to y'all? And she does it every day. Almost every day since the election, she's been lying and then have to come back and read a legal notice to tell y'all she lied. That shit is stupid. And for her to be a lawyer, it's like, why? Why would you're ruining your credibility? It's like they don't care. They don't care about their credibility because a lot of people will hear it and just, it'll go through one ear and out the other. They just there for the back and forth, the drama, the lie. Like I said, the lie sounds better. Why tell the truth when the lie sounds way better? Yeah, take heed, the view is foolish. It's very foolish. So, I mean, it's like, but we know why people watch it, man. It's entertaining, I guess. They love the lie. They love being lied to. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people now who are, ruining their credibility. But people still rock with them. People still watch them and quote them. They'll listen to Joy Reid and repeat what she say. You got, Ricky Smiley and all these other clowns telling y'all to listen to Joy Reid, listen to Rachel Maddow, whatever her name is. Just listen to people that's gonna sit up and lie to you. It's crazy, man. Man, folks don't care, man. Folks do not care, and this is one of the reasons that Kamala lost. She lost because of the BS. People got tired of hearing. The people who knew that these folks was lying, they was like, huh? Why would I sit up and vote for this woman when all these people out here lying? The people that got sense who noticed it, you know what I'm saying? To the 20% who the 20% who didn't vote for her. We saw the BS. We saw it. But you got the other, 90 something percent of women and the almost 80% of men. I mean, really, y'all couldn't see that she was on some BS? That's what kills me. I'm still tripping off the 78, almost 80% of men who voted for her, black men that voted for her. Damn, grab your balls, dudes. Stand up for yourself. Say, don't go ahead and be out here voting for, because you're trying to keep the peace in your home. All that is just, happy wife, happy life. I got to do what my wife say, man, or I'll be sleeping on the couch. In your home, the house that you're paying for. You don't have no say-so. You don't have no say-so at all. So it's just, hey, I just got to do what my wife say. And I got to do what my mom say. I got to do it. Whatever woman, female in my family is telling me to do this. So I have to do it so I can keep the peace. I don't want to be, coming over for dinner, Sunday dinner, and they, mad at me because I didn't vote the way they said I should vote. Right, exactly. Take heed. It's a mess, man. It's a mess. It's like, I don't get it. I do not get it. That's a lot of influence. Where 80%, almost 80% of men are listening to their women like that. But you want men to be the head of the household. But you're telling them that they need to do this. They need to do things your way. Or else, they're going to face some type of consequence. How can you expect that man to be the head of the household when soon as he, you know, says things are going to be this way, you're you know what I'm saying, you're not wanting to listen. You're not being cooperative. You know what I'm saying? You're not cooperating with your man. You know, so my thing, it's like, why would you want your man to vote for a party who's going to keep you working, 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet, right? When you can, vote for a party who will more likely put you in a position where you don't have to do that, right? I'd rather work smarter than harder. You know what I'm saying? If I could work 1 job to make ends meet, why would I want to work 2 or 3? Why would I want to break my back to barely make ends meet? You know what I'm saying? And then, because a man's job is to provide for his family, right? So why do I want to work 2 or 3 jobs and barely have shit coming in? But now you're looking at me as a man like, I'm not doing anything. That's crazy. So you would rather your man, work my fingers to the bone just to satisfy you, just to vote for who you want me to vote for, knowing that it's going to be detrimental to our family, knowing it's going to put us in a bad financial situation, right? All because of sisterhood, all because of identity politics. She's a sister, she's an AKA, she went to HBCU, all this feel good, you just want to feel good. You don't want nothing else but to run up and down the street saying, oh, we got a sister in office. Oh, we got a woman in office. But yet, your man working his ass off, he's picking up all these extra jobs to try to make ends meet. But, sisterhood, the sisterhood, you know what I'm saying? The sisterhood gonna make you broke. But, at least we got a woman in office. We going broke. And we, bills sky high, maxed out credit cards, car about to be repoed. But, hey, we got a sister in office. Tell me where that makes sense. Makes no sense at all. But this is what they want. But luckily, I'm glad they didn't get it because if she would have got in office, man, they would have really been acting a fool. I can just imagine. You probably would have had Joy Reid on MSNBC twerking. That'd have been a sight to see right there. Shit, see Joy Reid on MSNBC twerking. Shit, that fucking break the internet. But yeah. So, like I said, man, they making excuses. It's okay. It's okay for Trump to pardon Hunter. That was, it is what it is. But like I said, the fact that they making all these excuses for it, like it's no big deal. Saying that well, since we got according to them, a convicted felon in office, which he's not in office yet, and he's not a convicted felon. But since Trump has been elected, it's okay for Biden to pardon his son who broke the law, lied, and like I said, pleaded guilty on all those charges, right? But hey, it just killed me how they were making excuses for him. Man, it's every day it's something new. We'll see what they talk about today. But you guys, y'all have a good one, man. I'm almost at work, so y'all be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.